My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Fall. It means there's a crisp chill in the air. It's time to gather wood for the season's first fire, and the leaves are piling up outside. But along the coast of South Carolina, fall is kind of like summer, only cooler. Fires are simply for roasting oysters, and the only raking you might do is in a sand trap of one of our many challenging golf courses. Tap now to discover the joys of fall on the coast of South Carolina, or visit fallinsc.com.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in today. You know, I am really enjoying putting together this type of package for you, talking about this customer-centric approach. And I'm enjoying it because it allows me time to evaluate where I am personally in my experiences or opportunities that I'm giving my customers. And not just that, but it also gives me opportunity to think about what I am doing, just to build up myself. And so in today's episode of this customer-centric approach, I have a question. Have you taken the time to create a map for your customer from beginning to end? What that journey could look like from inception of the idea or project to the very end. And understand that the beginning and the end differs from person to person. So I can't give you an exact map 100% because I don't want you to come back and say, well, Maurice, you said, no, that's not the case. We're not doing that today. But I just want to give you an idea of just something that just to consider as you're creating a map for an individual. So, and I can speak for myself, and I'm going to use one idea that I've had to map out what I would like to do, which is become more active on social media. And so for years, I was using a software called Hootsuite. And all I knew was I just wanted to post. I didn't know what to post, how to post, or whatever else. I just wanted to post on social media. And so what I ended up doing was I started using a software called Hootsuite. And Hootsuite was my social media manager, if you will, for years. And then over the year, and I have to be a good 10 years or so on Hootsuite, and off and on, paying for it, not paying for it. So most recently, I come across, I'm like, hey, let me find out what other software does the exact same thing. And understanding that I have been missing some key elements in posting on social media. One of the things that I was missing, and I didn't know it, was an opportunity to really engage with the customer or whoever it was that was responding to my post. One of the other things was understanding what was my real desired outcome for the post. Also understanding hashtags or what type of engagement am I trying to receive, and how did the post look and feel and time and this, and this. Like, it was a lot of things. And so I started to understand that, I need to understand more than just posting, but also what was my desired outcome in that. So I wanted to post more on social media, but what was my desired outcome? And then what was it that's going to make the customer or a potential client or person reviewing it or whatever it is attracted to what I have going on? So I've had to understand and take a step back and say, Maurice, we need to start all over again. We need to start from the very beginning. And so I started looking at what I was posting, if it was bringing in any more new clients, if it was engaging or creating some type of engagement, what's the click-through rates, this, that, and the other. And I started to understand my own analytics to make a difference. Now, in that, as I stated, I had to understand what was going on and how painful it was that, hey, I'm creating all these posts and I got them scheduled out. Like, that's the one good thing about using sometimes that type of service or software, is that it takes some of the guesswork out. And you could post out months in advance, right? But if you're not paying attention to time changes, what your customers are doing, because you need to revise it every now and then, changing up times and things like that. So I had to start to map out what my journey was going to be from not just posting every day, but what was the value that was going to come out of this. So I've had to identify some of my pain points and one of my weaknesses were, which was engagement. I didn't always engage with the individuals that was on there. I was not posting pertinent information that gave entertainment, education, anything that spoke about me as a person, just some key things from a social media perspective that you just would like to share with individuals. And so I've had to understand what my pain points were, identifying them, and how to work through them. Because also my pain points was I didn't want to show my face, right? And so I've had to get over that, along with understanding what opportunities I have for improvement. And I had to improve not just in posting all the time, but understanding all my analytics, understanding the actual people that were following me and what they were doing, and information that, as I stated, that brought some type of value to the individual's life. So today, you are your customer. You're your own customer. How are you helping yourself in mapping out your journey from end to end? What is that? What does that look like? So I just gave you the beginning, and part of the end, which is what I would like to become a little more. Like my wife said to me, she thinks I could become a social media influencer, but no, I don't think that's it. But that might be your end, if you will. And so what is your influence, or your first part, or your inspiration? Where do you begin? And then what is the end? What's your desired outcome in all of this? And what is your map? What does that look for? What are you looking for? But understand that you're going to have to deal with anything that brings anxiety or pain or anything like that, because you're going to have to get over that. moment. I can't tell you it's going to happen today. I can't tell you it's going to happen tomorrow. At some point, you're going to have to face it. And it doesn't always have to be head on. You prefer to be head on. But, some people need to be given a little more grace and understanding in getting over that. So if you're looking for that new job, you have to understand, what does that map look like in getting over the hump? If you're trying to bring in new clients, what does that look like? If you are understand, like, hey, this journey that you want them to be on, from beginning to end, education, entertainment, information about yourself, things that they could keep, anything they could take away from the experience of dealing with you. So it's the customer journey mapping perspective. I want you to ensure that your customers have a seamless and positive experience throughout whatever you are providing to them. Think about it, put it together. Again, look into Well, Why Not journal for you to write these ideas down. Take a look at even, I have a book that says Building My Digital Dynasty. I have another book coming out called My Podcast. Is my podcast book for you to create your own podcast and write down your pre, post, and production information. So I'm putting out information that's going to help you support. That's going to help support the information I'm providing you. Again, you can look at it on www.amazon.com/author/Maurice D. Chisholm Sr. Thank you very much for listening today, and I hope that you'll listen in the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.